Hello, Internet. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start. If you're watching this as a rerun, you will see the countdown timer come on the screen. Go ahead and fast forward through that. If you're watching this as a replay, I won't mind. I could cut it out, but that will remove features on YouTube. I don't want to take features away from you. I'll get the countdown timer going. As always, I will have a hot mic during the show, so you never know what's going to happen. All right. Oh, hi, Lionel Richie. Hey, I got a question for you. How long should I do the show tonight? He said all night long. I cracked myself up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, don't unsubscribe. All right, here we go. And I'll get the bald spot cam going for you, too. If you do this during the show, I'm going to crack up the whole time. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone. You remember me, I'm Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show, a show where I tell you all that is new and different on the YouTube success strategies, open Q&A all night long. So I'm glad everyone is here. Oh, we're going to have a good show. Good show. Let's see who we have in the house. We've got Mark Lindsay, CNC. Jim Bashir's just popped in. Hi, Jim. Harneal Media's here. Adams Exploits. Michael is here as well. Love Audio Production. And a few more are piling in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, we've got open Q&A all night. Where's my footer? That's weird. Try it again. There it is. Don't know where it went. Don't know where it went. I've got a Facebook group. Go ahead and search these terms on the Facebooks and you'll find a thriving YouTube community. That's right. I have a YouTube community over on the competing social network on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. Flash in your pan is here. Hey, look at that. I thought Flash in your pan was just the Stream Elements test, you know, when you test the alerts, it sometimes puts that in. I'm glad you're here. I do have a new emulation for a subscriber event. So if you haven't subscribed, you'll get one of these on screen. Isn't that cute? That's Donkey Kong. He's actually right there. You can barely see him. He's all blurry, but that's Donkey Kong. And I have new animations for tips. If you do the tip event, which is through this Stream Elements tip link, that link is also right here on the screen, and it's in the description. If you tip, you'll get a cool animation that I just created because now Ecamm allows WebM animations. I'll give you a preview of what that would look like. Look at that. So your name will be real big here, and then your name will appear here as well. And it'll stay there until someone tips over top of you. Now this test name will clear out, and it'll put the real last tipper. So if you want some screen time, that's one way to do it. That's a lot of fun. Oh, Flash in your pants says thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Open Q&A all night. Ask me anything you want about business or YouTube or your business on YouTube. All right. I have a few Patreon supporters. That's over there. And take a look. This is what the Patreon looks like. Whoa, where'd my little overlay go? Lost my overlay. I'll get that back. Yeah, I got a lot of perks going on over here. But, however, if you hit this button right here, this follow button, that's free to do. And when I do something new on the interwebs, I always announce it there first. So you might want to check that out and get in on the follow because follow's free. Top patrons, Jerry Brown from Pollywood's Crafter, Harneal Media, Love Audio Production, Osprey Mama, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs, and Shalalala Productions. Thank you for being top patrons. If you want to be a patron, I'll put your name up here. I'll redo this graphic. That's right. You could have me do labor and redo this graphic. If I get new Patreon subscribers, I'll be happy to do so. $1 patrons, Steve Carmichael, Murder Mike's Woodshop, Anna B. Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, and The Mad Maker. And also sponsored Verbose Perspectives is a show on the Shalalala Productions YouTube channel and Facebook page. And they have a panel of awesome people talking video, live streaming, the whole deal. Check that out. This is only the last Thursday of the month. And that's this Thursday coming up. So that's the 25th. So if you want to check that out, that is over there. Go to Shalalala Productions and do that. That's a sponsored link. If you have a sponsored something you want me to announce on the show, if it's relevant for my audience, I will consider it. So that will be fun. Thank you for your support with that. I also have this affiliate link, 14-day free trial. This is what I use to put all these cool things up on the screen. This is what I use to run my live show. It's called Ecamm. It's Mac only. And when you go to buy it, come back to that link and I'll catch a few affiliate dollars with that. I would appreciate that. I've got a course, Be Awesome, on YouTube. 32 lessons are absolutely free. Go get it at allthingsyoutube.com. And, free. How much stuff is free in this world? Not much. So go get that. I'm also doing a new product called the Deep Dive Review. This is where I will tear apart your YouTube channel, analyze everything, and give you a report and a remediation plan. Regularly $187. I'm running a special, $100 off, $87. I'll give you that type of one-on-one consulting on YouTube. So to get in on that, there is a link in the description. This is the link. I'll just pause the screen and roll back if you've missed the link. And it's also in the description if you want that. Yes, Adam knows what's up. He says free is good. Oh, now look, my footer went away. Why does the footer keep popping away like that? Keep hiding it, putting it back. Let's see. Geesh, Matt, should I have got me 5 minutes ago before I scheduled a 4.5 thousand credit card payment? You're back. You're back. Ay, ay, ay. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. For sure. Hey, Shauna's here. Hello, welcome. I saw your post on Facebook, here to learn something today. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're here. I stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you're right on time. Absolutely. And then there's open Q&A all night. So if you have a question, just ask your question in the chat. If I don't get to it right away, ask a second time after you wait a little bit. It might have slipped past me. I try and catch everything, but I'm pushing a lot of buttons around here, so you never know. All right, well, let's get into it. I will pop up the news of the week. Where is that? That's not it. There we go. I popped this up so in case you're watching the rerun and you fast forward with the playhead, you'll see something visually change on screen. Artfully Blind with Diana is here. Welcome back to the channel, Diana. Good to see you. That's easy, Adam. Put it on the credit card. You just paid 4.5 thousand. You'll learn Matt's a good guy and very helpful. Oh, thank you. Look at this. I'm getting getting recommendations. Question: what's a good service to use to accept payments on a website? Excellent. Excellent question. I will answer that. You know what? I'll take away the news segment because I'll answer that question now. Jim Bashir's. I am a fan, if you have WordPress, using WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a plugin to WordPress. It's free and it gives you a shopping cart. And it gives you a rather advanced shopping cart where you can do different features of an item, like different size t-shirts. You could do different variations. You could do, you could pay $50 as payment one of one, and then $100 as payment as payment one of two, and $100 as payment two of two. Not that you would probably ever do that if you're running just like a merch store, but, and he says, yep, using WordPress and WooCommerce. Okay, well, you got it going there. It's easy to hook in PayPal as the payment processor, or you can use other types of payment processors, Stripe and other things like that. And you can give your future purchasers the choice. Like my shopping cart on one of the websites I run has, checkout or checkout with PayPal. So you can give them the, because, it's funny because some people are like, I only like paying with PayPal. And other people are like, I never want to pay with PayPal. So you can give them choices using Brizzy for the web page layout. Oh, is that the theme? Okay. I also like Buy Me a Coffee. buymeacoffee.com. And let me show you that. Buy Me a Coffee is a serious contender. Now, it's not a shopping cart on your website. You would go to an external site. Sorry, I lost my background here. I'm just going to find it real quick. You know what? I don't think I'm going to have... I had a layout here, and I'm in Ecamm Beta, and I think something wonky is happening with Ecamm Beta. It's not... Not happening. Okay, well, I just wanted to show you Buy Me a Coffee. This is my website, allthingsyoutube.com. And down here is Buy Me a Coffee. So let me go to that. I'm getting to it. So here is this website, but they have extras. Extras are products you can sell. This is how I'm selling my deep dive report. So you come here, and here's my product. So you could have a merch product through Buy Me a Coffee. And let me tell you why you might want to do it this way. They only charge 5%. Now, if you're doing e-commerce through WooCommerce on your website, it will you will only get what they're charging you via credit card. So it's like 2.95%, so almost 3%. So you are paying 2% more per transaction, but this is completely hands off. Like, why not do it? Because it's a self-run system. So when I chose how I was going to sell my product, I was going to fire up a WooCommerce store on allthingsyoutube.com, but I decided not to. I'm like, why not just use Buy Me a Coffee? And it's instantaneous. They don't hold their money like some like Patreon would do. It's just another option for you. Shauna says, your image quality is crazy good, almost like you are 3D. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I use the Sony a6100 camera. It's a mirrorless camera with a kind of expensive prime lens. It's the Sigma 16mm f1.4. If you know anything about lenses, the f number, the lower it is, the better it is. And f1.4 is pretty low. Oh, by the way, Matt, don't forget to promote your Amazon lives. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, speaking of the camera, you can... Let me show you how to do that. I have some cool things to show you. So we can go here. I know I'm not sharing. 1 second. There. Okay. So this is my... They call this the Amazon storefront. And let me put that in the chat. Okay, this is the storefront. And what this is a collection of items I have handpicked of things I use or things I know are top quality stuff. And if you go to video gear, then you can see the items that I recommend. And one of them is the Sony a6100. Let me go back. And this is my lens. Whoops. Oh, that's not my lens. That's my hard drive. This is my lens. I'm too fast on the clicks. So here is the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. Now this lens will not zoom. It has no zoom on it. But, you know, for a 1.4, if you wanted a zoom lens with 1.4, you'd probably pay $2,500. So I'm paying considerable less for this lens. And it just always sits like right there. And anyway. And while I'm here, thank you, Adam, for the reminder. I have, look at that. What's at the bottom here? A video on Amazon? What? Yes, I'm streaming on Amazon now. Isn't it cool? If you come over to here, oh, there's something else I just wanted to share with everyone. I redid my email template. I have an email newsletter here. This is my email newsletter. Link is in the description. Go sign up for the email newsletter. It's free. But I just wanted to show you. Okay, and here is here's the next show. This is the tools and gear. So if you want to bookmark this page, I'll be streaming tomorrow an hour earlier at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm talking about microphones tomorrow. So go check that out on Amazon. Follow that link. And if you want, roll over my name, Wizard of Haas, and you'll see a follow button. Go ahead and click that too. That would really help me out. Yeah, so I'm streaming on Amazon tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Hey, Adam says he watched the replay. Thank you for that. See if I missed anything. YW, PayPal, Square, and Stripe are the three main WooCommerce plugins for payments, but there are variations of them. Yeah. PayPal's the big player. Square and Stripe are secondary players. They're very big as well. Yep, and the Canon Sigma lenses is even more than the Sony. Okay, yeah. It's an independent service and doesn't link up with WooCommerce, says Harneal Media. Are you talking about Buy Me a Coffee? Yeah, Buy Me a Coffee is totally separate. Totally separate. Hey, there was a good question before the show started. I want to put that in here and talk about it. Michael says, does a not to be monetized claim hurt your standing on YouTube? And Michael says, for example, the note from YouTube is, your video is ineligible for monetization due to a copyright claim. The video cannot be monetized. Ad revenue paid to the copyright owner. This is 100% fine. My answer to Michael was the team and system that handles it's a separate system. Let me put this away because it's distracting me. The monetization team is separate from the search and discovery and promotion team. So YouTube will put your video in front of eyeballs, and the only factor it does to put it in front of eyeballs is that video a good fit? It has nothing to do with the monetization status or if someone did a copyright claim. A copyright claim has nothing to do with that. So in other words, if your video was to be seen in the up next, or if your video was to be in recommended and you had a copyright claim, doesn't matter. The copyright claim does not impact the decision to promote your video to others on the platform. Not at all. Now, if you got a, if the subject matter of your video was borderline or rubbing up against the terms of service. Like maybe it had something to do with a firearm. Maybe it was a prank that was malicious and the person you were pranking was really disturbed by, like, you can't do that stuff on YouTube. So maybe your video didn't quite trip those guidelines, but was close to it. Then your video would be suppressed for those reasons. But copyright claims, it's just saying someone else has the intellectual property for that, and they're just switching the ad revenue from your channel to their channel. Ain't no big thing. YouTube will just promote that just as it normally would. It has no impact whatsoever. I hope that's clear. And I hope my additional input about what actually might get it suppressed a little bit is clear as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Also, I was proud because on my email template, look what I did. I did this down here. I was really happy with this. Like, I put all the ways you can support me with custom icons. It's kind of like all right there. Like, I mean, and that's a takeaway for everyone on this show is, make it clear. Make it clear to your audience how they can support you. Maybe some people won't support you, that's fine. But if they ever wanted to, I mean, right here's your stuff. And, I even try and say, this helps ensure free content keeps coming your way. And some of these things, like, you get something, like, it's not just you get nothing from it. Well, one, you get knowledge that I'm going to continue to make stuff, but also, if you buy something from Amazon, you get the item from Amazon. Same price for you. I catch a few pennies. T-shirt, like you would actually have a T-shirt. Patreon, I have perks on Patreon. So, the only thing I don't like about this is the stream elements. There's no black and white version of the Stream Elements logo. So I had to use color. It kind of threw off my color scheme because I got, green and white, black, green and white, all nice. So I did that. And I also cleaned up my website. I got all of this down here looking good. Put my email over here, and I have the support is separate from the social. I don't know. I'm just 2021, baby. I know we're almost through February. I started 2021 a little late because I had a huge web development project that ended at the beginning of this month. But anyway, bottom line, I'm getting my act together. That's the goal. Getting my act together. I'm making it easy for everyone. A strike or a claim, they're different. Yeah. Strikes are bad. Strikes will definitely impact the visibility of your stuff because they'll remove the item from visibility. Strike, you get 3 strikes within a certain time frame, and they'll remove your YouTube channel. Claims are nothing. Claim is just someone saying, that's my copyright, you used it, I want the money. Now, if someone does have a copyright beef against you, they could choose to strike you. Striking is, so if someone uses your copyrighted material on their own video without your permission, you have the choice to strike or claim. The majority of people claim, which is safer. Sometimes you can strike. What's the determining factor? It's whatever the mood of the claimant is. Yeah, and it was a claim. Yeah, I knew that. Question from Shauna. When would you recommend a lavalier mic? Oh, interesting. Excellent. Lavalier mics are good when you are moving around. So if you're behind a desk demonstrating something and you're over here and then you're over here and you're showing something over here, then I don't know if you realize, but my audio drifted as I moved away from the mic. I'm talking just as loud, but it was much softer over there because I was away from it. So that's when you would use a lavalier mic. The ones that are wired are rather inexpensive, and the ones that are wireless are ungodly expensive. There's no in between. Is that John Ventrini? It is. You're over here, and then you're over there now. How you doing? I'm doing good, brother. Glad you're here, John. Yeah, John, for some reason, lets me on his show on Fridays. He has a show that he does, he invites. He even says, "Here's the link. If someone wants to be on the panel, just come on." He keeps putting the link, and I keep showing up. And I only derail his show a little bit. I'm just teasing you. You know I love you. Okay, Jim Bashir says, my channel isn't up enough to monetize it yet. Last week, I started to put some things on it and did a live stream building control panel with Queen in the background. Well, you can still get copyright strikes. You'll still get the message saying that the monetization is going somewhere else, even if you don't have monetization. I think it's just like a default template text that they're pushing out. So you'll still get that text even if you're not monetized. And believe me, the person that's claiming it will put ads on your video. That's the thing. If a claimant says you've got my stuff on there, the claimant can choose to just throw ads all over it. That's the way the system works. YouTube does have an editor. You can go into that video and mute the audio if that was the claim. Yeah. YouTube has inbuilt tools where you can tinker with the audio to make it compliant. Like every claim has to have the claimant saying the start and the end of where the alleged infringing material is. And then YouTube will say, what do you want to do? You want to cut it out? You want to actually clip that video and audio out altogether and sandwich it together? Or do you want to just mute the audio? Or now you can even swap audio in. Now, it can't separate voice from the background. So if you were talking over it, you don't have many options. But wow, John, you give Matt a link. See, my audience knows. They know better. Yeah, like I said, he gives everyone the link. Adam says, OMG, I just watched Curtis Judge wireless mic review yesterday. He's so dry and technical. He was losing me the whole time. I tried to ask a couple topic questions and never got answered. Well, I try to answer everybody. And I'm not big on the dry delivery. I'm myself. Like if you see me in real life, like I'm this way. I talk with my hands. I get excited. Just the way I am. Jim Dockrell's here. Uh-oh. Jim's here. Do I have any mods in the house? You got to watch him. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Jim. I'm glad you're here. He's working hard. He's got a property and he's doing all kinds of fix me up projects. He's breaking his neck over there practically, doing all the plumbing and drywalling and oh my gosh. Place is going to be a palatial estate when he's done with his property that he bought in Canada. He's in the Great White North. All right, Artfully Blind with Diana says, question, is it true that YouTube might put your videos in front of wrong audience because they're uncertain of what your channel is about? Well, it depends how you categorize wrong audience, okay? YouTube will only put your video in front of what it thinks is the right audience because it has algorithms written with Python scripts. If you ever want to know what YouTube actually is and what Google actually is, it's just a bunch of Python scripts. That's an oversimplification, but that's what it is. Oh man, I'm behind a little bit. Yeah, and your question sort of begs the topic, are you being explicit enough regarding what your video is about? See, the more you are explicit, the better you will be on YouTube for many reasons, for algorithmic reasons and for just human nature, people reasons. That probably didn't make any sense to you. Let me explain. YouTube and success on YouTube is all about meeting expectations. And don't think for a minute that you can take the stance where, well, I didn't explicitly say what people should expect, therefore I get a free pass. That's not how human nature works. People are forming expectations for everything you do on YouTube and online. For example, if they see your thumbnail and read the title of the video, they are going to have an expectation of what they're going to get when they click that video. Even if you didn't explicitly tell them, they are forming expectations. Everything you do, your online delivery, your speech patterns, your body language, how you introduce subjects, how you talk about things, it's all about expectations. So if your video thumbnail is clear and your title is clear, you've got keyword phrases, maybe some action words built in there. I talk about this on my course, How to Make Great Titles. Not that course. This course. Also, your video description. Are the first couple sentences describing what your video is about? The keywords, are they clear? The closed captioning. Do you have good closed captioning that you've either edited the automatic closed captionings or you've put closed captions you've written yourself? That all of that helps inform YouTube. And when I say YouTube, the pile of Python scripts that run the site, it informs YouTube of what's in your video. So if it's showing your video to the wrong audience, then YouTube didn't have enough information, and that was a failure on your part. So do good descriptions, do good keywords, put in closed captions, titles, thumbnails. It all needs to be solid, and it all needs to describe no clickbaity stuff. Be honest. Then it will find the right audience, or a better audience, I should say. I hope that's clear. Pinned during the playing of I Wish That I Was a Madman, which is fitting for someone who actually posts the eCam link. Okay. Adam says, you can't use any music unless it's copyright free and you are paying for a license, Jim Bashirs. Did I miss a question, Jim? Okay. Maybe I did. All right, let's see. He smacks his mic so I know. I'm crazy. Well, hello. Hi there. I'm Matt. Welcome to the channel. Miu Ku. Well, I'm glad you're here learning about YouTube. And I like your avatar too. It's a cool cat. Cats are cool. It might be hard to explain. Let's go to the whiteboard. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's a friend from Artfully Blind with Diane. I'm glad you found me. Big disappointment with my videos then. Laughy face, smiley face, laughy face. Your emojis don't seem to fit the words you've written, but hey, I'll tell you how to make great videos. Oh, new slogan for the channel. Let me know what you think of the slogan is make searchable videos people actually watch. I think that has a nice ring to it. Make searchable videos people actually watch. Copy Trading's here. Hello, welcome back. Hi, Matt. What do you think about the Blue Yeti mic? I know a YouTuber who uses it with Streamlabs. Pretty good audio. There's kind of been a groundswell against any of the blue mics, the blue USB mics, the prosumer consumer mics. First of all, much better than any inbuilt microphone of a laptop or something like that. So it definitely a step up. I think all modern microphones are a good choice and is just worlds better than an internal mic from a computer. I don't tend to have a problem with them. All USB mics have 3 expensive components in them, while XLR mics only have 1 expensive component. And a USB and XLR is the cable that attaches it. I explain this in my Be Awesome on YouTube course, allthingsyoutube.com. But if you took a college, if you had a college degree in audio engineering, you would learn what I'm about to tell you in 1 minute. I will give you in 1 minute everything you will learn in college about this subject. Serious. I will save you $40,000. Here it is. You need 3 things to have audio online. You need the capsule in the microphone, which is essentially the microphone. You need the microphone, which is a little capsule that listens to stuff. You need that. You need an preamp. You need a preamp because microphones have something called line level, and you need to turn it into something that isn't line level. In other words, the electrical signal of a microphone is very faint, so you need to boost it. So you need a specialized preamp. And then you need an analog to digital converter. Once it's boosted, you need to turn it into ones and zeros. And every USB mic has those 3 things in it. So you're paying for 3 things with a USB mic. So if you paid $100 for a Blue Yeti and you paid $100 for an XLR mic, well, the XLR mics, they don't have the preamp and they don't have the analog to digital converter. So if you're paying you're getting $100 worth of microphone. And if you're buying a $100 microphone that is USB, you're getting $33 mic, a $33 analog to digital converter, and a $33 preamp. Now my mic has the preamp in the mixing board, and the mixing board also has the analog to digital converter. So right there you go. If you could go to college and that's what you would learn about audio from microphones. So in that respect, you could never compare dollar for dollar for an XLR mic and a USB mic, because the components are cost less in a USB mic, but still the sound is really good. I don't care. It sounds great. When you get an XLR mic, like, you bump the quality up like 9% better than what a USB mic would be. Now you'll pay a lot more. I hope that makes sense. Oh, Matt, I met you at Bruce's place. I would love to get a Yeti mic one day. They're great investments. They are great investments, and they are good. But if you're talking, and they're good for online. They're good for streaming. They're good for making videos. Where those mics fall down is if you need a mic to, like, capture a singer. This is another thing I learned. If a singer or a performer is really belting it out, like really full throat, screaming practically, that is where the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 microphone, when you buy it can handle that much better than a USB mic. When you're streaming, you don't need that level of stuff. I hope that made sense. Believe it or not, tags supposedly help with YouTube suggestions. Allegedly, they aren't important anymore. Yeah. YouTube has not abandoned tags. YouTube still says tag. When you say tag, you mean keywords. That's what they call them on the interface. But tags are the same thing as keywords. YouTube has gotten so good at discovering what's in your video by using the closed captioning, by using what's in your description, in many other ways, that it's almost, people have presumed it's almost irrelevant for the tags. But as long as YouTube says they're still relevant for me. So I still do them. I'm guilty of letting my channel go on autopilot since October when we moved. Not growing fast, but it is slowly. I'm going to put out more content. Yep, content is the key. Mark says he passed on the Blue Yeti, went from Audio Technica dynamic mic. It was cheaper, had better sound quality. Yep. All right, let's see. Oh. John's saying I ran out of time. Well, still, I gave you $40,000 worth of audio, an audio degree right there. That's all you'll learn. If you're paying $100 for a Blue Yeti, you're buying it from 2017. That's the last time they were just $100. That's true. I think the Blue Yeti is like 130. I think for the nicer one. Who knows? Oh, really helped. I'm copy trading. Sorry. I come from the publishing world, copy editing. Copy trading says, thanks for the info, really helped. I don't see how you can get a decent XLR mic and board for less than 500. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah, this was $360. And after 50 years, the Haas PR40, this is the Haas PR40 mic, it now comes in black. They never had them in black. Now it's black. All black. They had black screen and black casing. They did have a black casing and gold. That was a nice combination. And they have one that's all gold. But now they have one that's all black. Yeah, this was $360. And then my soundboard is the Rodecaster Pro. That's $600. But you know, nothing's cheap. I think this was $100, and this is third party. This pop filter, like I could get a pop filter that's this big for $10, but it would be gaudy. Like it would literally be like that size on the screen. So I paid a ridiculous amount of money for this metal. So like I'm in it a lot, but I'm telling you, however much money I spent on this stuff, it's only 10 or 12% better than a USB. It really is. It is better. It is better. Period. Full stop. But is it $1,000 better? No, it's not. See, with technology, there's a level of return versus quality that goes off the chart. Question, when does it also depend on your sound card? Never. It should never depend on your sound card because you should take care of your sound outside of your computer. It is never, in other words, if you plug in, let me show you this. If you plug a microphone that has something like this into your computer, that's bad. That is very bad. And let me tell you why that's bad. Because this is all analog, okay? This is all analog. So if you plug this into your computer and then your computer uses the sound card, the sound card in your computer is an electrically noisy environment. Your computer has all kinds of electronics. It's electrified. There's radios in your computer. There is a Bluetooth radio. There is a Wi-Fi radio. There is all kinds of stuff in there. So you'll introduce buzz and you'll introduce noise. You should never use the internal sound card of a computer. When you have a USB mic, remember I said it's had the preamp and the analog digital converter? That's in the microphone. The microphone is away from your computer. When you connect a microphone that has USB into your computer, it's just clean ones and zeros. Same thing with a Rodecaster Pro soundboard or a mixer. They're called mixers. The mixer, the audio is turned into ones and zeros on the mixer. Here, I'll show you. Can you see? So here's my mixer, okay? So this is turning my audio into ones and zeros before it comes into the computer. So I'm not using the sound card of my computer. And quite frankly, Macintoshes don't have They don't have audio inputs like this. These they've taken them off the machine since forever, and rightfully so. Yeah. I have a USB port for digital mic, but if I pre-record sound on my Samsung, the quality is always 100 times better. Okay, well, what's the Samsung? Is that a phone? Yeah. A USB port for digital. Yeah, any USB port is for yeah. A USB port is for anything that's USB, and you're not using a sound card in your computer when you connect to a USB. You're not. Most of my stuff is done for PowerPoint. Okay, cool. 500 hertz hum in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Adam's Exploit says, but with 75% of folks listening on mobile devices, how many can pick up that 15% or so better quality? Yeah. Yeah. Mark's was $64. Oh, Matt forgot the episode I was a guest on. Tags are still important to Google Trends. Yep. See, that's why Mark's here. See, Mark is wicked smart. Sure, SM58 has done me fine in the studio since the 60s. Yeah, that microphone is so rugged. What's the joke? The joke is you can hammer nails with it. It's so robust. Yeah, smartphone. Okay. Well, smartphones have gotten a lot better. They've gotten a heck of a lot better. They are putting premium components in smartphones because there's all these comparison charts. Everyone wants to be the best. They want the best camera. They want the best microphone. They want the best everything. So yeah, these modern cell phones are miracle devices. I use the Zoom H1 digital recorder to record audio on that while the camera is recording audio at the same time. Yep. Zoom H1, baby. These came out with a different like they upgraded the look and the feel, but this is essentially a little mic. What I would do when you're talking about the lavs, this is how I would do it. I would put the lav into here, into the line in, and then I would mic myself, and I would be wired. And I would put this in my back pocket. Then I'm recording onto a digital device with a lav, and then the lav always stays with you no matter where you move. That's why these digital recorders can really come in handy. And I got the windscreen for it because I used this out and about, and I was interviewing people, and it was like, the wind was getting it. So windscreens. And see, another tip here for your creators. You know, I had the eighth inch jack in. There was an 1/8 inch jack on this side for headphones. I never use the headphones, so you can see I put a sticker over it so I don't plug it into the wrong side. So I removed a piece of human error by taping over the slot I should never use. Because the last thing you want to do is you catch an awesome impromptu interview on the street, and then you had it plugged into the wrong freaking port. So I'm a big fan of hacking, not hacking, but doing things like that to your hardware so you don't mess up. I'm all about removing possibilities of disaster. My phone is better than the laptop, but I do need to see well, so I need to get my laptop to perform better. Yep. Check out Matt's Amazon live stream tomorrow about microphones at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yep. I've got that right here. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, click that link and choose the follow button, and then bookmark this, and then come back at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm talking about microphones. I love talking about microphones. Talk about microphones all the time. QQ, Blue Yeti versus headset mic. Which is better or depends on the headset price? You know, those are, I mean, a headset is essentially like a lav mic. It depends on your use. If you're moving all around, a headset would be better than a desk mic. And this is what they call a studio mic. A studio mic is it's in one place with one actor. You know, so if you're in one place stationary and you're the only thing it's capturing, go with a studio mic. It could be a studio mic that's XLR, like the Haas PR40, link in the description, or it could be a studio mic that's the Blue Yeti. Okay, cool. Marking till 8 p.m. Okay, nice. I gotcha. I did. Well, I did. Look who's here. Portal Woodworks. That's my friend David Jones. Good to see you here, David. Oh, that's 7 p.m. for me, but I will be an hour late, so we'll watch replay. Okay, awesome. There's no wrong way to consume my content, you know, and there's no expectation. I hope you show up for everything, but if you can catch it here or there, catch the replay, all good. I appreciate you engaging with my stuff, watching my stuff, sharing my stuff, liking the stuff, subscribing. Everything I've heard from techies is that most headset mics are pretty poor quality. I guess good for gaming. Yeah. It definitely, for headsets, the more you pay, the safer it will be. The real good ones are just that real little thin little clear piece of plastic with a little nib on the top. You can barely see it. Those are really good. I spin a lot of plates. Yeah, me too. Me too. Artfully Blind with Diana says, what are headphones used for a live stream host and why don't you use them? Well, I've got these Sennheiser H202. They are literally headphones. They are, I mean, there's no microphone attached to them. They're not noise canceling. I think they were $12. And I don't use them because I'm losing my hearing. I'm having some hearing issues. And I'm trying not to blast audio into my ears. Now you'll see I did use this at the top of the show because I'm playing the music and I'm doing some things where I need to hear what's happening. But then I take them off. So that's why I don't use headphones. Now I can see my levels while I'm recording here. Here, let me show you. Let me show you what I got. Take you on a little road trip here. 1 second. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, okay. So when I'm talking, can you see right here? These are the levels. So I can always see my levels. If I'm muted, see, there were no levels there. So I'm kind of okay using my eyeballs to make sure everything is okay. And if I look over here, can you see? I know it's very hard to see, but right there you can see the levels jumping, green little bars. I know it's super tiny, but you're right. You're right. I I can't hear myself. I mean, I can hear myself because I'm talking, but I can't hear what's going out the stream. It's just a risk that I take. And if I was muted, I think the audience would let me know. Oh, Dave Gatton, hi. Were you in here earlier? Did I see you fly by? If I did, I'm sorry I didn't shout you out. Maybe this is the first time you're here. I don't know. Welcome, Dave Gatton. He loves my piano channel. I have a channel called Piano Awesome on YouTube. I'm trying to get Blondie's Call Me. Oh, I have Poltergeist. Did you see that? No, my dog went through the door. She's real tiny. She's not on camera. Trying to get Blondie's Call Me. It's so hard. I was filming it on Sunday. I just couldn't give a performance that was worthy, but my piano efforts are shaping up. Oh, just got here. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't miss you then. Yeah, yes, I have a mixer. Because I love this microphone. See, this microphone is what audio professionals have used for years. This has been around for decades, and it is just so good at capturing the spoken voice. That's what this mic is for. It does it better. There are mics that are twice as expensive as this, and this sounds just as good. I'm serious. Like, for a dynamic mic, I don't think you can get better quality than the Haas PR40. You can pay a lot more for a dynamic mic. I don't think the quality is any better. Like, I think this is the best. The guy who created it is Bob Heil is his name. His last name's Heil, first name Bob. He's still alive today. He was a ham radio guy. And, you know, ham has a lot of squelching and stuff, and but the microphones were crap on top of the noisy environment of a ham radio. He wanted a better microphone, so he kept building microphones until he perfected it. And this is seen by professionals all over the world for decades as the best studio dynamic mic you can buy. And I fully endorse that. So that's why I love the Haas PR40. And it's great. You know what it's great at? It's great at rejecting sound. You could bring this microphone to a noisy conference, a conference hall, and you could interview people, and you could have an interview that you could use because it rejects. Like, if you're here, it listens to you. If you're here, you can still hear it, but it's way pulled down. I think it's better at rejecting off-axis sound than any other microphone out there. I love it. I love it. Poltergeist. Hi, baby. Hi. That's my doggy down here. You want to come up on camera? Come here. Oh. There she is. This is Tinkerbell. She is a pretty princess. And she has the attitude of a princess as well, don't you? Are you talking? Yeah. Tell him. She says hi. Oh, she's getting heavier. I call her a sack of potatoes. Yeah. Cool. All right. There was one piece of news I wanted to talk about on the YouTube front. And that is, there is a new card on YouTube. Oh, thank you. It says she is gorgeous. Yeah, thank you so much. She is she's gorgeous, and the problem is she knows she's gorgeous. Oh, hold on. I got all kinds of stuff showing in the background. Let me take that off. There we go. Did you see that vanish? I can push the buttons. Okay. There's a new card in analytics. I shouldn't say it's a new card, but now this card is everywhere for every person on the planet. So go to analytics and then go to audience. And down here, other channels your audience watches. Now, I ran through all my 17 YouTube channels, and I didn't have any information here. I would be curious if you have information in this spot on your own channel. If you wouldn't mind, after the show, go check that out and send me a message on social, any social media. I run around Facebook, and let me know. Now, why is this relevant? A good use case I heard was by knowing what other channels your audience, not even your subscribers, people who watch your videos, by knowing who they also watch, you could reach out to some of those channels and do a collaboration. So it's a way, it could be a who should you collaborate with panel instead of other channels your audience watches. Might as well be. So that's a good use case. Artfully Blind with Diana saw it. Yeah. Oh, I think Portal's on his way out. Thanks for stopping by, Portal. Drop a like if you haven't already. Stay awesome, my man. Great idea for optimization. Two? Okay. Not sure how to pronounce that word. But there you go. That is the news of the week. Whew. All right. Let me tell you a few things here. Next week's show will be on the 1st of March. Go ahead and click that link. It'll open in a new tab and choose the set reminder button. So as you load that page, you'll see a set reminder button. That way you'll get not enough info on my channel. Oh, thanks for checking. Look at that. Check during the show. Appreciate that, Michael. Sorry, optimization. Eyes are tired tonight. Yeah, believe me, I know. I'm burning the candle at both ends. What else is going on here? Oh, don't forget about Mind Equals Blown. We're doing that this week on Thursday. What's Mind Equals Blown? Well, hey, I'll tell you. That's my other show. I do a show with Brenda Lee over on the Brenda G's Designs channel. We ask for interesting facts from the audience and give people free stuff. And she gives away, she gives a prize to one viewer every show. Check that out. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And as I mentioned, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, find me not here on YouTube, find me on the Amazons. That's right, on the Amazon. I'll be doing my show all about microphones and sound cards and soundboards and everything. What else do I have to tell the peoples? Verbose Perspectives is this Thursday also over on the Shalalala Productions. I am not on that show, but go check that out. And I think we're going to leave it here. Thank you for being awesome. If you have any suggestions for topics for all things YouTube, let me know. I'm not hard to find. You can find me on the Facebook, just facebook.com/Matt Haas. That's my personal profile. Or you can go over here to the group. If you're not in the group, I'm in there all the time. People ask questions, share their stuff. It's a lot of fun. We'll leave that here. Thank you, everyone. Free course. And don't forget, I'm doing the deep dive reviews. If anyone wants me to analyze their channel top to bottom and give you a remediation plan with actual steps on how you can improve with your own content, showing your own analytics, focused only. This isn't pie in the sky. This isn't try and visualize this on your own stuff. I'll tell you. So we're doing that, and that is here. Link is in the description for the deep dive review. $100 off while supplies last. Matt, thank you so much. So glad I caught you tonight. I'm glad you were here. All right, we're taking off. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Take care.